People silently dancing in empty streets, strangers standing inches away from sleeping families, and mysterious figures captured on trail cams. These are more mysterious people caught clearly on camera. If you've been on the spooky side of the internet in the past few years, you've probably seen videos of the Serbian dancing lady. You're walking alone at night on a quiet street, maybe after a late shift or grabbing snacks, when out of nowhere you spot this woman dancing. Not in a group of people. There's not even any music playing. She's just alone in the middle of the night, silently dancing. The first real sighting of this goes back to September 2019, outside a hospital in Zvezdara, Serbia. It caught this strange woman dancing on camera, and the clip blew up on TikTok. That same woman also apparently started threatening people with a blade. Real case. The cops tried tracking her down, but they never found her. That one encounter alone was enough to kick off a whole wave of copycats online, but the original video still haunts people. And just like that, the Serbian dancing lady became something of an internet urban legend. Now, it may take a couple moments to notice it, but this is a pretty creepy image. What's that thing poking out of the left-hand side of the frame? The picture was posted to Reddit by OG_Cheddar Goblin, who said it was originally posted to Facebook by his friend's uncle. We see what's clearly a deer, and then this mysterious figure looming behind it. Something that is clearly not another deer. It looks like a person. Sorta. The Redditor said it could be a person in a hoodie, but also thinks it's strange that a deer would just let someone stand right behind it like that. Deer are incredibly skittish. Is this a person, another animal, or something else entirely? What do you all think? Share your thoughts down below. Reddit user NoInitial5621 posted this image with the heading, "Caught this on my trail cam last night. What do you all think it is?" Now obviously it's a person, looks like a woman in a long coat, so people asked for some context here, and the uploader said that they live on a mountaintop about 10 miles from town and 2 miles from the nearest paved road. There's only one neighbor within walking distance, but that neighbor never comes onto their property, and if they do, it's only on the driveway, never on the side of the house. Their trail camera has captured foxes, deer, bears, mountain lions, and rabbits, but never a person. So who exactly was this, and why were they there? We'll probably never know. In 2015 in Queens, New York, around 2:20 a.m., an unknown man somehow got inside a family's home and was caught on multiple cameras, including one pointed at a bedroom where a father and mother were sleeping. Their kids were in the next room. The footage shows the suspect quietly moving through the living room before crawling into the bedroom on his hands and knees. At one point, he even carried a blade in his mouth as he made his way across the floor towards the dresser. Now, unfortunately, I don't think this footage is really available online, most of it anyway, just to protect the family's identities, but then this happened. Little did the intruder know the parents were still awake. At first, they thought it was one of their kids crawling around. The whole thing was recorded on their baby monitor camera, set up so they could watch their kids sleeping in the other room. The intruder pulled a cell phone out of the dresser before the dad shouted. The suspect took off. Police described him as about 6'2", around 200 pounds, dressed in all black with a black snow cap that had the word diamond on it. To my knowledge, the guy was never caught. Here's another strange one. Now, looking at this image alone, you probably wouldn't think much of it. Looks like two people unloading groceries or something. The man with his back to the camera by the car is the uploader. Reddit user has been very fried. He said he'd recently bought security cameras for his front and back porches, which take pictures when there's movement. While he was reviewing images from that day, he noticed this strange figure standing at the back of the car. That's right, he had no idea who or what that other figure was. Whoever or whatever they are though, they look like they're lending a helping hand on loading stuff. This next image was posted to Reddit by Smash Delete, who said it came from their friend's brother. He was at work when he was notified of movement on his camera app. Thing is, he lives alone. Yeah, no way I'd be going home without protection that night. The more I do these types of videos, the more I really consider buying some home security cameras myself. Things really seem to happen a lot right under people's noses, especially on doorbell cameras. But then I also do all these videos about home security cameras being hacked and people watching you. I don't know what to do anymore. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, it seems. But what do we all think the figure in this image is? Was it a home intruder? Some commenters said it could be dust floating by. It doesn't really look like dust to me. Of course, there's always the paranormal explanation too. Like always, what do you all think? This next image is hard to make out, but there's definitely something off-putting about it. The figure has an undeniably eerily ghoulish look about it. It was captured on a home security camera. Amanda Pitt from York County, Pennsylvania says the whole thing started in the early hours of October 21st, 2022. She woke up after hearing loud footsteps moving through the house. At first she assumed one of her kids was wandering around, but when she checked their rooms, they were all fast asleep, and that's when she decided to look at the security camera. What she saw made her stomach drop. The footage showed this strange figure standing in the doorway leading into their kitchen. Thinking someone might have broken in, Amanda woke up her husband, Jeffrey. He searched the house from top to bottom, but found no sign of anyone else inside. No open doors, no damaged locks, nothing out of place. The only thing acting strange was their English shepherd, Ollie, who was pacing back and forth. In New Farm, a suburb of Brisbane, one family kept watching the same stranger show up over and over again in their backyard just to use their pool. Their home security system caught him sneaking through the front gate, checking the windows to make sure no one was home, and then jumping into the pool. Homeowner Holly Stevens was baffled watching the footage. She told reporters, "It just feels a little bit entitled. The man clearly wasn't there to steal anything. He was swimming. He'd show up in running gear, take his shoes off at the door, stretch beside the water, and then start doing laps, all while the family was out." For a long time, they had no idea who this person was. There were articles about it all over the internet, and police had launched an investigation, but it wasn't until recently that the mystery swimmer went public. The man, only known publicly as Matt, told the media that he didn't think anyone lived there and that the place was a, quote, display home. Not buying that. In May 2022, a woman named Kat Grimes from upstate New York woke up one morning and checked her home security camera feed on her phone. What she saw froze her in her tracks. On the screen was the face of a man she didn't recognize, staring right back at her, and the footage showed him inside her home. What made it even more chilling was the realization that this wasn't a time she wasn't home. It might have been while she was actually there. She said, "I was blow drying my hair. I wouldn't have heard him with a blow dryer on. When I saw the timestamp on it, I realized we crossed the same room in the same 10 minutes. As for how he got in, she believes he watched her retrieve her outdoor camera earlier and used that tiny window to slip inside. She'd brought it in to charge. He picked up the camera that was charging on my dining room floor and it snapped his image. I have no idea who this is, their intention, or why this is happening," she wrote on Facebook. After seeing the footage, Kat was left with a lot of unanswered questions. She told reporters, "There doesn't seem to be a motive. Nothing was taken, nothing was harmed, to my knowledge. So just kind of left with a lot of unanswered questions at this point," end quote. New York State Police were notified and began investigating, but as of the last reports, the man in the camera snapshot still has not been identified. In February 2022, at a family's apartment in San Bernardino, California, a man broke in through a window around 4:30 a.m. He'd removed the air conditioning unit and crept into the home while the residents were asleep. Rachel Sandoval was asleep during the break-in and was horrified when she saw the security footage later that day. "When my husband showed me the tape of him watching us sleep, it shook me to the core," she said. After entering through the window in a room where their young child usually sleeps, luckily that night they were sleeping in the living room because they were sick, but anyway, after entering, the man casually walked through the apartment. Surveillance video even caught him leaving through the front door and then bizarrely coming back. Now, there was a nurse in the home at the time, tending to their sick child. When the guy tried to come back in through the front door, the nurse woke up and went to the door, and she asked what he was doing, and he replied, "Lock your door, it's not safe." And she just said, "Oh, okay." She didn't realize till watching the security footage later that the guy had already been inside. Well, that's been the video for today. I will catch you, yes, you specifically, next time.